There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. Melissa Service Pack 7 is now controlling transmission.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I have quite a challenge ahead of me. This is gross. It's filthy inside, and it appears that one wire has come loose right here. This one was soldered somewhere. I don't know where. And these batteries look like they're soldered to the board, but I wonder if they'll come out. I'm going to see if I can get them out. And if it's possible to replace them and find those same batteries, I might try to put this back together and see if it will work. But right now, what I want to focus on mainly is the fact that we need to clean this. So here's a little keyboard. I can hear it playing in my mind. Oh my God. I freaking loved these when I was a kid. You have no idea. Every Easter and every Christmas, I would get one of these. My mom and dad would give me one every time. It was one of those two holidays, and oh my God, made me so happy. So anyway, I'm going to be cleaning with this stuff right here. It's called Incredible Pink, and it's actually made right here in Maine, and it is awesome. This stuff cleans everything. Like, oh my God, it's great. I'm using a cheap set of screwdrivers from Dollar Tree, and just because they're from Dollar Tree, don't turn your nose up at them, because these things have saved my life so many times and helped me out a lot. They are great. And I use that to pry open the back of the piano, and it didn't break. And they are magnetized, and it's $1.25 for the whole set. Look at this. You get all of these little heads and stuff. It's amazing. You really should get one. They're right in the hardware section at Dollar Tree. Okay, so enough plugging for Dollar Tree. Let's get this show on the road and get this cleaned up and see what we can do. Okay, please excuse the right there. I just need something to help, excuse me, hold my phone up, because I don't feel like going looking for my tripod. All right, so what I want to try to do here is try to push these batteries out from inside that little what do you call it, clamp that's holding them in. See if I can figure out what kind of batteries these are, and then if possible, we can replace them. Sorry, my hands are veiny. Every once in a while the veins in my hands stick out, and I guess I get that from my grandfather, because his were like that too. So please ignore my ugly hands. All right, so I'm just gonna try to do this without breaking anything. Okay, so I can push right there. Oh, it's coming. There it goes. There it goes. Ah, I did it. Okay, so there's the battery. Hold on. Let me just, and wouldn't you know that it's not, oh, it is marked. It's so tiny, I can't tell. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, because my father, he knows all about soldering, and I may have my father try to figure out where this is supposed to be soldered on. And I just hope there's no pieces missing here, because I have one that's in excellent condition, and I really don't want to take it apart and mess with it and then ruin it, you know. I mean, it doesn't work because obviously the batteries are dead, but you know what I mean. So anyway, I'm just gonna try, and because I can't. Oh, I bet you it goes under. Yeah, wait a minute, because there's one wire. If we look on there, oh, I bet you it probably went right there. You can see that. You see that little hole there, or spot? Okay, so what I'll do is when my dad comes home tonight, I'm going to ask him if he can solder that for us. Okay, so yeah. All right, so let's get, actually, you don't need to see me pull this other one out, so I'm just going to stop the video here, and then we'll do the cleaning part. Okay, be right back. Okay, everybody, I got the batteries. I got both batteries out. There they are. And I did it successfully without breaking anything on the circuit board. Yay! Thanks to another plug for Dollar Tree, this amazing set of little tiny screwdrivers. Okay, yes, in case you didn't know, Dollar Tree is my favorite store. Sorry, you can't see my face today because I look like crap. Okay, so now we're going to clean the case. And we're going to clean the little keyboard because there's all kinds of scuzz and filth in there. I mean, we're talking over 30 years of dirt and filth here. So I'm going to use Q-tips, my incredible pink cleaner. And hey, the keyboard's pink. Okay, so we're going to do this in, what do you call it? Fast mode. I can't think of the word, but I'm going to speed the film up when we do it. Okay? All right. Okay, and there it is. It's all put back together. So now we have to go get some batteries and see if this will work. And I made sure to be very careful and not clean off the spot where I wrote my name when I was a kid. Also, like I said, I have to get my father to solder on that one wire that came off of the speaker. But from what I can see, it looks like everything's there, and this should work if we put some new batteries in. Wish me luck. Okay, so I am going to take apart the piano now, and we're gonna replace the batteries in it. I've bought brand new batteries for it. So first we take out my special Dollar Tree screwdriver set, and I'm just gonna pop open the case. There's little tabs on it, so you want to be careful when you're doing that because you don't want to break them off. If you break them off, then the thing isn't going to stay closed. You'll have to glue it shut, and then, when the time comes again to replace the batteries, you're not going to want to have to open it again because it could break. So you just pop that top, well, almost. Sometimes those tabs like to stick, and then they don't want to come out, and it can be a little pain in the butt, but you've got to have patience because they will break. Okay, so there's everything in there, and I'm going to have my father, solder on that one wire that is detached from the speaker. And hopefully, once we do that, get the batteries put in, that the piano will work. And I'll get to show you what it sounds like if you don't know what it sounded like before. I'm kind of like wondering if I just push it down with my finger, will that make it work? But I don't think so. Okay, so another thing is, it's hard to remember what position that circuit board goes back in there. I know I'm flipping it around about a bunch, over and over. Oh, does it go this way? Does it go that way? So I have to get the batteries ready. So here are my batteries. And the type of battery that they take is a watch calculator battery. And you cannot get the exact same ones that they... that it says that's in them. It's like an L cell, and it says Vinny on it. That you're just not going to be able to get. So you're going to have to substitute these batteries with another type of battery, and that battery is called Duracell 384/392. Things are expensive. I paid I think it was $7 for just one, but I bought them in a hardware store because I was desperate, and where I live, you can't find squat unless you drive an hour and a half away out into Bangor, which, you know, was where everything is. But do I really want to spend $40 in gas to drive to buy a $2 battery just because I can get it for $2 if I drive all that way? No, probably not. So I said, screw it. We'll pay the $7 for the battery. It takes two. I'm sure you could probably get them cheaper if you got a different brand or something, but that just wasn't an option for me. So we got the batteries in, and now we're going to put the back on. Hopefully I get this on right because it's confusing. And things are also loose in there because these things used to be glued down when it was new and the glue dried up. So you're going to hear some shaking in there, but it will still work. So you're just going to push that on until you hear it make like a snapping noise. And of course, it's not working. Just, no, not working. Everybody, I had to do something different. I had to use a donor piano. Excuse me. This one was a yellow one. Just a minute. Let me show you. Okay, because this one has a completely different circuit board than the pink piano did. And when I put the batteries in the pink piano, I wasn't getting any sound. But I haven't had my father solder yet. But I noticed that this circuit board has some extra things on it, like a little transistor right there. And it's a bigger circuit board as well, because the circuit board from the pink piano is like this. It's much smaller, and I don't know if it's, I don't recall ever taking this apart before. So I don't know if this circuit board might be missing something, or it's simply not working because this isn't soldered right. So what I'm going to try to do is take this circuit board out of this piano and put it into the pink one and see if we can get it to work. But first I want to put this together so I can show you what this sounded like. Okay, so, whoops, that's not the right backing. Here is, I've put the batteries in, by the way. So I'm just going to put the back on it. If I can get it on. Okay, I didn't do this right. It's supposed to just snap. Snappity. Okay. And then. Oh, can you mute the TV, please? Or pause it so we can hear it. Okay, ready? Wow! I haven't heard that sound since I was a kid. I'm so happy. I just wish it was my pink one that was making the sound. Let's try. Now, I used to play Twinkle Twinkle. Actually, you know what? We got the song book with this one. And I learned to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on that one. London Bridge, Joy to the World, Santa Claus, Jingle Bells. I have one that actually, it was a songbook, and it had something, I can't remember, it was a song by George Michael in it. It was different. London Bridge, Where's Thumbkin, Happy Birthday, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Okay, I remember Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Let's try that. Wow. Okay, so let's pop this apart. And let's try and put the guts into my pink one and see if it will work. Because, see, this is a little different. This one's got Chinese writing on it. The yellow one has Chinese writing on it, and my pink one doesn't. It's slightly different, but they are the same. Well, this one's thicker, so it may not. All right, you know what? I'm just going to leave this one put together. And I'm going to have my dad solder this one. And if Dad solders it and we get somewhere with it, that'll be really cool. So what I'll do is I'll show him soldering it. And, what the hell do I want to say? I lost my train of thought. And then we'll see what happens. Okay, bye. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing I did to the pink, the yellow piano to get it to work. I cleaned the battery terminals with vinegar and a Q-tip. That was my last resort. So basically what I did is I just dipped the Q-tip in some vinegar, and I can see there is battery acid in here. So we're just gonna... I still see battery acid. So maybe this isn't missing any pieces, and because I do not recall ever taking this apart when I was a kid, or even when I got older, and it would mean more to me if I could get my original pink one working. But if we can't, I'm going to try to swap the guts from that yellow one with the pink one. So there we go. We got... Just gonna stick the dry end of the Q-tip in here. I'm really surprised this worked out because things like this scare me, circuit boards and things. But you know what? When I was a kid, I used to help my father repair old radios with transistors and stuff. So I guess it shouldn't scare me, but it just makes me nervous because I have no clue what I'm doing here. I'm just winging this. Okay, so now we got that cleaned out, I'm going to take this over to my dad, and I'm going to have him solder this one wire onto here. Then we'll take the batteries out of the yellow one, pop them in, and see if the pink one works. Wish me luck. My father is going to solder on the wire that's broken off.
No, he wasn't expecting Dan to do that.
Okay, and hopefully this is all it needs. And when I put the batteries in, hopefully it'll... Ew, that stuff stinks.
Okay, just so we're clear, you're not cheating.
I don't know if it's going to stick to that.
No. You don't
Well, how did they get it to stick there before?
She cheated, but she told you about it. No.
See if that's enough.
No, she told me that
I guess. Yeah, if it's stuck on it.